Gorst is actually a man. He's not a furple. Yes, no. And Gorst just had heavy body hair. Yes. And Gorst shaved himself and became Gary Justice, doing the news.
Yeah, you're not so friendly.
Listen, Gorst, I have to go down to the secret room to play spinner winner.
Yeah, what do you mean? Well, yes, I know. Absolutely, huh? You're the keeper of the gate.
It was all ad lib. It was never written down. And sometimes we went on the air without even knowing what we were going to do. And we would make it up sometimes as we went along with nothing in mind. And
it was
I think it was obvious sometimes.
Yeah, there was once or twice you could almost tell that. You know, it wasn't so terrible.
I think the hardest part, when we were doing 2 shows a day, to come up with a bit twice a day.
Yeah, that was
an
very
idea
difficult.
and
we had we had difficulties with animals every once in a while.
oh yes, that was embarrassing. That was traumatic sometimes
A lot.
for you.
Yes.
I mean, for your brother, Ketchikan.
No, for Ketchikan, who I just imitated.
Yes. Oh yes, for your brother, Ketchikan.
Yeah,
Is that your brother?
Well, yeah,
Cousin, yeah.
Cousin by marriage.
Yes, some of the animals. Why don't you relate some of the stories that happened to
we'd be standing there holding a
snake.
Yeah, snake, right.
I remember the snake choked
Just
Ketchikan.
choked the living daylights out of me. And
out of Ketchikan.
Yeah, Ketchikan,
Yes,
right? Yes, thank you. I'm glad you threw
And
that
the
in.
seal bit Ketchikan.
Right, the elbow tore apart, and then
The raccoon on top of
the head
Ketchikan's
digging in. Yeah, that was kind of clever. And
there were a lot of things that happened.
a lot of things that happened, and then
And we won't mention all the things that Ketchikan had to do with the broom.
the shoveling and stuff like that.
No, we won't talk about those things.
No, nothing to do with blotters and everything.
Just pretend he was Ketchikan the animal man.
Yeah, it was
And I'd say, Ketchikan,
yes.
I'm going to call Gertrude.
Okay, go ahead.
And see if she knows where that dog is that you lost.
Good idea. Give her a call.
Okay, so then I'd go over to the phone. Now, I'd walk out of the camera range. I'd say, hello, Gertrude?
Yes.
Gertrude, have you found Ketchikan's dog?
No, I've been looking all over for
Hold on just a second. Ketchikan, Gertrude wants to talk to you.
Okay.
I'd give
Hi,
him the
Gertrude.
phone.
How are you?
And then I'd start laughing because he couldn't talk to him.
Now I'm going to read you a story about Henny Penny, an old favorite with new pictures, Henny Penny. So she went along till she met Cocky Locky. Where are you going, said Cocky Locky to Henny Penny. I'm going to go tell the king the sky's falling in, said Henny Penny. May I come along? I'm laughing for some reason. May I come along with you, said Cocky Locky. Certainly, says Henny Penny. So Henny Penny and... Wait a minute! Now they went along and along until they met Ducky Daddle.
Super clown, faster than a speeding slug, more powerful than Gertrude's breath. Yeah. Able to leap a tall building because buildings can't leap. Ow! Ow! Well! Well, Boris.
Well,
I guess 2 can play at this game.
This might sound corny, but one of the most fun things that I did every day is when the kids came to be on the show, because I knew they had been waiting for a year, almost a year, to come down and be on the program.
Explain that.
Well, you know, we used to have a phone call on the weekend to book groups of children to come down and be on the program.
Twice a year.
Yeah, twice a year, so it was 6 months. And those kids waited, up to 6 months
Boy
before they could
Scout
come
troops,
down.
Brownie troops, groups, and whatever.
And I
You know.
always look forward to seeing the kids come down. And we were over here at the Ballard Market today, I don't know how many adults came up to me and said, one of the most thrilling things I remember when I was a kid, when I came down and I was on your show. And we tried to make it fun for them, and I think we succeeded. If 25 and 30 years later, they remember that episode. So I think we really succeeded. You know, we didn't try and preach to them. We didn't talk down the kids. I think our main goal was to amuse and entertain. And there were times when we informed, like, you know, like if there was a telethon or something that the kids could attend or something important, like
certainly, and children's
like,
shows and programs. Sure, we would always do that.
You know, March of Dimes or something. It was informative. I don't think we were educational.
No, we didn't want to do that.
We weren't educational. Maybe we were educational in the sense that have fun, treat your brothers and sisters with kindness, and be respectful of your parents. Maybe that was the educational part of the program, but we didn't teach them how to read or write. We didn't teach them numbers.
I think one of the basics on our program was the fact that kids go to school for 8 hours a day, or in that area. But why in the world are we trying to poke more education into them? I mean, though I agree, there seems to be not enough of that in some cases. But hey, have a little fun, you know. Let's just see, the kids can watch television and they can be amused. Somebody can be entertaining them instead of yelling at them all the time, you know. And so, worst thing you can do to a child is to talk down to him. His whole life, put yourself in a position of a child, you know. All of us, you're always looking up. For 15 years, you're looking up, you know, to daddy and to mommy kind of thing. And all of a sudden, you know, you get out when you're grown and you go to court, you know, the judge is looking down. We didn't want to be the person that's looking down on that person, you know. We wanted to look right straight at you kind of thing, yeah, every time we would do that.